And just like Balloon Fiesta and everything else that we do, it's that time of year again for Freedom 4th. So it's something that the city likes to put on because it's an affordable and fun way for families to come and enjoy fireworks. It's a free family event. So we invite everybody in our community and all the residents in the city of Albuquerque and all those in the surrounding areas to come and enjoy live music, food, and most of all, fireworks. And everything you need for a great summer celebration is going to be right out here on our beautiful Balloon Fiesta Park. So please come out and let the professionals do all the work, because I know in my experiences, as much as I try, my daughter always says, how come it's not as beautiful as the fireworks at Balloon Fiesta, and how come they're not as loud and as big? And I'd tell her, it's because they're not illegal. So come let the professionals do it. They'll have a great fireworks show, and we encourage everybody to do that. But if you do decide to do fireworks, again, don't use illegal fireworks, and you can't forget to be safe in everything that you do, because as you know, we live in an area that's really dry, and as you can see, we've already been fighting some fires on the bosque. So it really is a good idea to let the professionals do it and to be safe and to be smart. And again, if you do decide to do fireworks at home, don't use illegal fireworks, and the professionals here with me will tell you some great tips on what you can do to be safe at home. And I know one for me that I always remember is to keep a bucket of water right by everything that you're doing so you can dispose properly of everything that you have. But this year, as we finalize construction for infrastructure and upgrades here at Balloon Fiesta Park, we've shifted our concessions down the park slightly. We're improving guests and vendor experiences at the park as we go forward. So we're gonna be a little bit inconvenienced this year, but work with us this year, because it's gonna be an enhancement of a park that we all enjoy and we use for so many things. So we're improving it with a better vendor experience, dedicated electricity, flushing toilets, and some construction work, and it will not negatively impact Freedom 4th. With that being said, I want to remind everybody to only use 911 for real emergencies. If there's an actual fire or there's an actual emergency, we don't want the call log to get bogged down because your neighbor may be not being safe and you think they could be safer. If you have other things that you need to report, you can always use our 311 system. And I'd encourage everybody to opt into our Albuquerque alerts for event updates to make sure everything's going off on time, or if there are delays due to weather, it'll keep you posted. And you can sign up at cabq.gov/Albuquerque alerts. So we'd like to welcome you again and get ready for the 4th. But with that being said, I'd like to introduce Shel Sanchez, our Director of Arts and Culture.
Hello, I'm just here with a few more details for Freedom 4th, which is our biggest party in Albuquerque, celebrating the 4th of July. It will be, of course, this Friday. Gates open at 3 p.m. The event goes from 3 to 10 p.m. at Balloon Fiesta Park. Starting early on, we've got food vendors, family activities, live music, and of course ending with the fireworks show. We'll have local bands all afternoon leading up to our headliner this year, which is Hunter Hayes. Attendance to the event is free and open to all ages. However, if you want to park at Balloon Fiesta Park, it's $10 per car. But we encourage you to take other transportation options, because I'm sure you all know that traffic in and out of the park can be incredibly congested. So there's free park and ride this year from the Northwest Transit Center on the west side and Dick's Sporting Good parking lot at Coronado Mall on the east side. So these are really great ways to get in and out of the park and not get stuck in traffic. And of course, you can always ride your bike. There will be a bike valet for those who come on 2 wheels. And then we have ride share, drop off, and pick up at the San Carlos Cemetery parking lot with shuttles from there into the park. So if you want to take Lyft or Uber or a similar ride share, that is your best option. Okay, and then a little bit of the rules for Balloon Fiesta Park. There are lots of things you can take into the park, like your family and your friends, and chairs and umbrellas. You can bring coolers and strollers, things you cannot bring into the park. Your own fireworks, because that's what we're doing. Your own cigarettes, alcohol, and no weapons. Or as it's written here, I guess I'll share this one. Do not bring your own fireworks, smokes, booze, or weapons. Please be safe and make this a family-friendly event. Also, no pets are allowed at Balloon Fiesta Park during the event. But otherwise, we're hoping to see a lot of you out here with your family and friends filling up the park for a beautiful and safe 4th of July. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming. My name is Jason Garcia. I'm the Albuquerque Fire Marshal here in Albuquerque. And again, here we are, 4th of July, our busiest time of the year. We welcome this rain weather, so it's good that we came in here today. But we welcome it for the 4th of July. Again, we'll be out making patrols. The city of Albuquerque is under stage 1 fire restrictions. Again this year, due to the drought, even though we've had some rainfall, there's still some extreme drought conditions throughout the city. In the bosque areas, you all know we've had some bosque fires. So we're really going to be monitoring the bosque areas, open space areas, and the foothills. With that stage 1 restrictions, we have no campfires, except within developed recreation sites. We have no smoking, except unless you're within an enclosed vehicle. No fireworks or any pyrotechnic devices, of course, and no motor vehicles operated off of public roadways, okay? So if you do see something, we ask people to report it. And as we said, we do not want to use our 911 system, overflood our 911 system with reports of fireworks. Please do not use 911 to report illegal use of fireworks. Save it for emergencies, fires, and EMS emergencies. And we're asking everyone to come out to Freedom 4th event. We have permitted the firework company that's going to be doing the fireworks show, and they have an excellent show lined up for this event. So we really encourage people to come out here, enjoy the food. We have some awesome vendors. We've also worked with them. It's going to be an amazing event. So far, the weather looks pretty good, right, Shel?
So far, but you're in charge of weather.
So I think that hopefully we can just have a great event and really take advantage of that opportunity. It's a great show. I know my family's going to be doing it as well while I'll be working. But we're asking people to use, of course, legal fireworks. All the vendors that are selling fireworks within the city of Albuquerque, those are legal fireworks. So we're asking people to please purchase within the city. If you go out of the city limits, some of those vendors do sell legal fireworks, but we know people don't go out of the city limits to buy legal fireworks. They go out to buy illegal fireworks. So anything that is higher than 10 feet or a radius of 6 feet wide or louder than a cap pistol would be considered illegal. So also the packages that you'll see found in the city that are legal say caution on them. The ones that are illegal say warning. Now there is a difference to that with some of the approved vendors inside the city of Albuquerque. Those big packages that you buy multiple fireworks, due to the amount of gunpowder that is in those packages, those also say warning. But if they're selling them within the city of Albuquerque, those big family packs are legal, the fireworks are legal. We will have enforcement units out for the 4th of July, and a lot of the time we spend going to these vendors, making sure that they continue to sell legal fireworks, and that we look through those big packages and make sure they don't have Roman candles or bottle rockets in there. We've had that problem in the past as well. Let's see here. And as Director Whelan said, Deputy Chief CEO Whelan said, make sure to have water next to when you're lighting fireworks. Have a bucket of water, a hose. Make sure that be careful disposing of your fireworks. Make sure they're completely out. Make sure they're soaked. We usually run on multiple, I don't know how many we had last year, Jason, but we run on fire calls in garages, on the side of the house. People dump their used fireworks in their trash cans, and they start a fire that night or that next morning. So please use metal containers and really soak those fireworks after you use them, especially those big blocks that they have. Always make sure to have an adult present. You got to have an adult. You can't just have kids run around. Kind of crazy, but the most injuries we have usually are with the little sparklers. You normally don't let a kid run around with a flaming stick, but we do it for the 4th of July. So usually we have eye injuries and burns with those. Again, do not use 911 to report illegal fireworks. And be aware also, as we said, with patrols out. With our patrols out, we will, if you're caught with illegal discharge of fireworks, you can have up to a $500 fine and 90 days in jail. It is a misdemeanor crime as per the fire code and city ordinance. And please also, we have a lot of pets that go crazy for the 4th of July. We get calls from concerned citizens all the time about their pets, but we also have little children, babies, newborns. It's kind of crazy for a lot of people. So please respect your neighbors, and let's all take care of each other. It's a whole one Albuquerque for us to protect our bosque, to protect the open space areas, the foothills. So that's where. So anyways, the weather's coming. Look at that. Again, please be safe, be courteous to your neighbors, and please be courteous to your local fire department as well, okay? Thank you so much, and Director Simon will take over from here.
Thank you very much. I'm Dave Simon, the Director of the Parks and Recreation Department. So we are at one of the most exciting times of the calendar year. Of course, as we approach the 4th of July, a time when we can celebrate the birth and founding of our nation, and to celebrate and cherish the freedoms that we have in our country. So it's a wonderful time of year to be together with friends, with family, neighbors, and guests to our great city. And at the 4th of July, your city parks are open for Burqueños to enjoy this holiday and this special time of year. With over 300 city parks and numerous other recreation facilities in our metro area, there is a place for everyone to go and enjoy the 4th of July out of doors, if that is your wish. So I would say find your park, find your picnic table, and enjoy your parks over the 4th of July. We just have a few simple rules that we want to emphasize over the 4th of July holiday for using our parks. First of all, fireworks are not permitted in any city park or bosque lands or open space anywhere at any time. So no fireworks in any park or open space area at any time of the year. This is critically important, of course, now that we're in the fire season. Please report anything that might pose a fire danger to the appropriate authorities. In the course of protecting our parks and open space areas, we also, welcome the citizens to become part of the effort to take care of and protect these cherished places. So we encourage people to be our eyes and ears over the holiday weekend to report any potential issues or hazards. And we even invite folks to take go one step forward and consider being a volunteer with our department. We have a wonderful program called the Trail Watch volunteer program. It's very easy to get involved. With a little minor amount of training, you can become a critical asset to taking care of and protecting our parks and open space areas. The public can find information about the Trail Watch volunteer program by simply visiting onealbuquerque.com for more information. Out there in the parks, of course, they're busy over the holidays. We want people to enjoy them. If you're so inclined to help us by packing out your trash, that's a bonus. We will pick up and dispose of a lot of solid waste over the weekend in the parks, and if you want to help us, pack it in, pack it out. Lastly, I just want to say that if you haven't noticed already, The Balloon Fiesta Park is off to a incredible spring and summer season already in 2025. We've already hosted at the Balloon Park, which is sort of the 86-acre giant front yard and backyard for Albuquerque. We've hosted already huge events here that have brought tens of thousands of visitors to the Balloon Fiesta Park. This, of course, has included the Boots in the Park event, last weekend's Taco Fest. We hosted Wine Festival, also of the Memorial Day holiday. These have brought almost 70,000 visitors already to Balloon Fiesta Park for these major events. And the park is really rocking. We're getting better and better at administering these large events and including hosting these large events back to back and closer together. And of course, this is leading up to the culmination, of the summer season, which is the wonderful Freedom 4th event, where we expect probably somewhere around 40 to 50,000 visitors. And we are excited to host them here at the park at this beautiful Albuquerque backyard. I will just reiterate Director Sanchez's comments that if you want to truly get the most out of your experience here at the park, don't let the commute get in the way of that. So strongly encourage you to use Park and Ride. And for those of you who are of the more adventurous and active types, please use our great bicycle trail system to get to the park. The bike valet will be open. The trails will take you right into the park. And this year we will again be putting out some added lighting on the North Diversion Channel Trail to make it safer and a better experience for all of our cyclists. So we look forward to seeing you here at Balloon Fiesta Park for Freedom 4th. Thank you. Shannon will take any questions, I think.
Yeah, did y'all have any questions you'd like to ask? Anyone going once? You guys were so good, they have no questions.
Oh, I love it. The best.
All right, wonderful. Well, thank you guys so much for coming out. And luckily we moved this indoors because otherwise I think we would have all blown away. So thank you very much.
So usually, this is off the record, but usually it is so hot and we are all melting outside. I don't know how many of you have been with us before.